Hi, let's learn about Groovy language. To work and learn Groovy, you need to download Java first. In case you haven't done it yet, go download and install it. After which, let's learn about Groovy. Brief description. Apache Groovy is, most important, Java syntax compatible, object-oriented programming language, important once again for the Java platform, period. Need to visit or search for Apache Groovy. Go to install Groovy. Click on download. Verify the language and platform, the version and language and platform you want. For example, Groovy 4. Click on Windows X installer, for example. Then on your left, click on this link. After which, unzip or unpack it. Run executable file. It will automatically install Groovy on your local computer and create you environmental system variable. For example, this is my command prompt. Java is installed. And Groovy is installed. After which, you can select your own Groovy compatible IDE, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. For example, for the variety, I choose IntelliJ IDE, where IntelliJ IDE is an integrated development environment written in Java, compatible with Groovy and others. Java, Groovy. Okay? In case you need it, you can go and download it. When you install IntelliJ IDE, you can go to New Project. As you can see, you select a name here, a project name like demo. As you can see, in IntelliJ Groovy language here, language selection Groovy is defaulted. JDK is required and Groovy SDK is required. I'll cancel it now. I created it already. I created a project. In case you need, you can right-click it and install some Groovy framework, also on project name. Right now, let's take a look. It created for us some Groovy. .groovy ending, okay? And we're gonna run it, simply speaking, run it first time. Let's wait in terminal. Welcome to Groovy lessons. Good news, Groovy is similar to Java. This is true. If you know Java, you automatically practically know Groovy. It's good news. Now, let's create new Groovy class here. And I'll call it lesson 1. As you can see, we can create class, interface, enum, or others. Lesson 1. Click enter. Good. To run, we need this main one here. main method. Okay, and let's run it. As you can see, same output. Now, what do we want to learn today here? First lesson should be about variables and data types, which is exactly same as in Java. Data type as string will be, let's say, student name, student name, let's say, mark English. Now, byte, let's say, age will be 20, then character grade, student grade will be, let's say, A, then short tuition will be, let's say, 50, then long salary, let's say, will be between them should be integer, let's say bonus will be, let's say, 25, then float, let's say tax, let's say, maybe, let's say, 65, double, income, let's say it might be and boolean active will be true. Now we need to bring all of this to the terminal. Okay, plus student name okay. Now copy paste grade plus grade now tuition let's say tuition then bonus then salary what was next income all this is only to learn is student active and active okay all this only to learn variables with data types once again let's see let's run it simply click here click run execution as you can see student name grade student tuition bonus salary income whatever is student active true very good outcome as we expected same as in Java lesson now let's close this and create lesson 2 new Groovy class 02 enter okay once again I need a main method to execute exactly same as in Java you need inside your class Groovy class main method okay I'll copy it from here let's create some variables first integer male let's say male equals 25 and female equals 20 okay now let's type male age female age female okay okay as we expected okay okay and now let's create if else statement if else here. Okay, if male logical equal 25, logical and female logical equal 20, then we need to write something positive. Both candidates' ages are correct. Now, else we print here are not correct. Okay, let's see our simple logic. I need to put some comments. Decision making here. Okay, let's say the logic. If male logical equals 25, logical and female equal 20, so it should be fine. Run lesson. Okay, Groovy program started. Both candidates ages are correct. Male, female. Okay, let's exchange for logical or. Or, let's say, female will be 30. Okay, so or male 25 or female. Let's go. Same way. Both candidates are correct because the logical condition is true. So if male 25 or female 20, but since it's or, so it is correct. Right now, I'll change back to logical and I'll make it like that. More or equal than 25. I'll put female more or equal than 20. Let's execute again. See the logic. Executing. Same way it's correct. Now let's make it incorrect. Let's make male 20 years old and female, let's say 18. Now execute. Both candidates' ages are not correct. Very good. That's what we expected. Now, let's say male is 25, female is 25, and I'll print here, I'll copy it right here, and it. I'll cut it from here. Okay. If male and female, it's okay, are correct, and let's print. Both candidates are ready for life. Ready for independent life. I'll cut it off, this one. 25, 25, let's say. Execute again. Execution. Both candidates ready for independent life. Age is redundant. Execution in terminal. Both candidates are ready for independent life. Good. Okay, now let's say 21, 21. I'll copy this one. Fully legal age. Fully legal age. Fully legal age. All I did it to do nested if-else statement. Now, if else more than 25, and I'll say here logical or more than 25, we're gonna make this announcement. Good. Else okay. Same logic as in Java. I'll put here comment nested decision logic. Okay. Actually, let it be here. Okay. Very good, very good. Let's see, 25, 25, right? So it should pass this first condition and react for the nested if condition. Let's rerun this file. Both candidates are fully legal age. Both candidates are ready for independent life, which is correct. They're 25. Male age 25, female 25. Let's make them male 22 and female 21. So they should pass this one and stuck right here. Re-execute. Very good. Both candidates are fully legal age. However, both candidates are legal age, but not ready for independency yet. Very good. That's exactly what we wanted, to see the logic with if else statements. If else. If first one, else second one, and nested if else right here. Very good. Let's create lesson number 3. New Groovy class. I need to say at this point something. Groovy language is actively used in Catalan Platform Studio, in Postman API and SOAP UI. Very good. I want to leave here comments or here. Lesson about labels and data types. It was first one. Okay. This lesson was about decision making logic. Very good. I'm gonna rerun it. Good. And lesson number 3 will be about something else. About lesson about switch statement. Let's say double salary equal, let's say 65. Okay. Now we need to switch it. Switch salary. And we will be writing cases. Case, let's say 25. Here will be print line. And well known for you, break statement. Then it will be another case. Let's say it will be 45. Let's say it's gonna be what is, actually it should be 1000. Correct. Now default print known offer proposal. Let's remove this line. Okay. Apply switch case logic. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Let's execute it. Salary is correct. Very good. And the switch case logic, it was lesson number 3. Very good. Now let's say create lesson number 4. Groovy class again. I need main method, as we know. Good enough. And this one will be lesson about looping. Looping. Okay, so let's create 2 loops. Let's say double stock price, and stock price will be 10.75. Now first it's gonna be while loop. Well-known statement. While condition, while stock price less or equal, let's say 75, 50, we're gonna be writing here print stock price went up to plus stock price execution and stock price plus plus. Is you aware about this logic already? Good. Okay, let's execute it. Okay, run lesson 4. Expected result started from 1075 and up to 74.75. Very good. If we here change for stock price plus 10.5, sorry, stock price plus 10.5, execute. So it's gonna be different. Rerun it. Very good, as expected, right? Okay. And now we need to do another logic here. For statement looping. Start for. Here we're gonna copy this one statement. For, let's say, sale price. So it's gonna be sale price here equals to 12. Then condition sale price less or equals 100. Then sale price let's say plus plus for now. It's red because I didn't indicate the data type. Okay. Okay. Better here. Sell price plus, let's say 15. Let's execute and see what this all about. Before execution, let me add a separator. And here was sale price, so I added here sale price. Okay, so we're gonna be using two type of loops, while and for, which you're supposed to know from Java project. Run the lesson. Very good, as expected. Groovy program started. Groovy program ended should be here. Okay, stock price. Then loop logic separator and sale price. Should be down actually. Ended. Sale price was, let's say, 100. Then sale price more or equal 10. Sale price minus, let's say, 15. It's okay. Okay. So now it's right. Let's execute it. Once again, I was supposed is down to, not up. Okay, here we go. While loop is stock price, then logic separator, loop logic separator, and for loop is going down, the count of 15. Very good. Very good lesson. Let's add lesson number 5, Groovy class. Lesson number 5. Once again, we need a main function to execute. Good. Good. Lesson about Groovy methods will be this one. In Groovy methods, start with define keyword. Define and method name. Let's say TV show name. Let's cut out from here. It will be first print will be Friends TV series, and second will be Baywatch TV series. Good enough. We can, because it doesn't return, things could be static. Then we can call it here TV show name. Okay. Now let's execute it. Very good. Function was called, which is method. This time it didn't return anything. Simply was static. Then we need to call and to create another function. Once again, in Groovy, they're using def or define keyword. Now this time it will be, let's say, integer summary, no, integer full profit. Let's say, let's call it full profit. Now it's going to take two parameters, integer salary and integer bonus. Oh. I'm gonna recall it annual. House. Sounds better. And here we're going to print annual house income plus, let's say, before this, we're gonna create integer income equals salary plus bonus and return income. Return this line. This is all required, so here I'm gonna be calling this annual house. Now what house income better? House income. I'm gonna be calling, however, this time we need two parameters, right? So first one will be 45.3. Second will be, let's say, around 25, 1 to 3. Okay. Call Groovy methods as functions. Let's execute it now. Right now, as you can see, here I made this method name, method house income data type as integer. However, it does not return anything yet. So indeed it should be static void it's not necessary right now. So it does not return value yet. So here we are. We're gonna call one function, one method, another method with parameters. First one, we don't need definition because we used void here. And second one with parameters. Let's execute it. Okay. This is first function or first method. This is second method with parameters. And now let us create another method. I'll copy this one. I'm gonna rename it to return income. It's going to be integer data type this time, and it's going to return return value, return income. Static integer, return income. So same parameter salary bonus, however different approach. We're gonna call it simply print we're gonna call it return income. We're gonna supply two parameters, let's say 35, and second parameters will be 65 for the purpose. So three functions will be run all together. Let me explain them. method 1. Sorry, it's gonna be comment. Method 1, simple void method old. Method number 2 will be here. Method number 2 is here. Method with parameters, sorry. Old and method number 3 here. Method with parameters return value from method with parameters. 3 altogether. Simple one with parameters and already with return value. 3 types here. Okay, I'm going to run it now. Okay, it's good, it's correct. However, this one, we'd like to copy and add it. This one, copy right here. Second, return house income will be plus return income method with parameters to make it different from this one. Okay, let's run it. Okay, very good, exactly. First method outcome, second method outcome with parameters, and third method with parameters and the method which returns the value. Good. Let's create lesson number 6. New Groovy class once again. Main method as usual. Let's say this lesson about object-oriented programming. Let's create integer officer ID equals 1, 2, 3, 4 and string officer name equals let's say Stella Italian, let's say. So we created two variables for lesson 6 class. Now, let's create instance here. Officer, new, same as in Java. Next thing, officer, officer ID you see here will be, let's say, 6689, like that. Actually, it's not what I want to show you. Okay, I'll cut it off here. First time we don't need it. Okay, so will be 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Then officer name select will be good enough. Then print officer ID and print officer. Let's check once again. Officer ID, print officer name. Good enough. Create class instance. Class lesson 6. Let's run it. As expected, you see here. Now, this is first run. However, here I might assign some value and assign some value. Let's say like that. So first time, gonna type it. I'm gonna simply call it. Then second time members called, and here will be class members revalued. Okay, so first time we're gonna call original class members values. Here it is, right after declaration of class instance as an officer. Second time we're gonna reassign values, and third time we're gonna call them. Okay, class first time member called, right? Revalued, second time, good, as expected. Now it's time to lesson 7. New Groovy class. main method as usual. Actually, I'll call it right from okay. Okay. It's same as in previous, however, this type, the class members are private. And since they're private, we need to create setters and getters methods. Void set, first of all, officer ID, parameters, integer ID. So officer ID will become integer. Here will be set officer name. Officer name will be string, parameter string, name, and officer name will become this parameter name supplied. Okay, and now we need the same with getters. Integer get user ID, simply return what? This officer ID, period. And same for string get officer name, return this officer name right here. Okay. So first of all, we're gonna call I'm returning to main method. Okay. I'll call from here. Same. Print. Print officer get officer ID. Print officer get officer name. Okay. Now what I'll probably here. I'll create it visible. Officer name. officer ID, officer name. Now here will be officer, get officer ID, get, sorry, double dot, double period, get officer name right here. This is second time. Okay. Then print, then reset, reset, good. Then we're gonna call officer. First of all, officer, set officer ID will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then officer again, set officer name, good, and then we're gonna call them again. This time they're private members, private, private. Okay, let's run it. Very good. First time, second time. Okay. Break line. And here print. We need to do actually something nice. Officer ID. Here will be officer name. Name. Simply double quotes. Okay. Here. Print line. That's why. Sorry. Okay. I undid it. Execution way too fast. Print line. That's why it's printing on the same line. However, anyway, I need to do this one. Okay. Now we understand. Private. Seems all right. Print line. Okay, let's execute it. As we expected. Let's execute again. All good. Okay, everything is fine here. Very good. And finally, let's create lesson 8. Groovy class. And this lesson, let me main. Actually, I don't need it. I'm gonna copy it from here. Not even from here, from lesson 6. Okay. Like that. Groovy has something which is called traits. Traits is like an interface. Not correct. Be here. And let's create our first trait. Trait here, as you can see. Trait, I'll call it rank. And I'm going to call void rank. Simply print line officer rank is high. That's it. Now I need to implement this rank trait forms behavior like interface. Now officer, class officer here implements what? Implements rank, trait rank. Okay, so it's very simple, and now we need to create this instance of the officer class right here. Officer new officer, and now officer print what? Print their ID plus what? Plus officer ID. Then print line the same, officer name plus officer name right here, and simply call last time officer you call officer display rank right here. All good. Lesson about Groovy traits. Okay, same create instance, create officer class instance. Okay, call method from trait. Call inherited method from trait. Okay. So trait rank, trait bonus behavior like interface, officer. Okay. Let's execute it. I will remove lesson 6. Once again, this lesson is about Groovy trait. Lesson about Groovy traits. Okay, all good. We create a trait. Next class implemented this trait methods, so it should be available in class instance, which is officer. Slowly. Excellent result as expected. This is the end of the Groovy lectures. You learned quite enough to know how to operate. Lesson 1 was about variables. Lesson 2 was about logic, decision logic. Lesson 3 was about switch statement. Lesson 4 was about looping. Okay. Lesson 5 was about methods, which are functions. Lesson 6 was about public class. Lesson 7 was about private class with getters and setters. And lesson 8 was about trait. This is the end. As you can see, this lesson 8 .groovy. It has the lesson 8 itself, it has the officer class and trait rank. This is it. Groovy is done. It's similar to Java. See you in the next lectures.